Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And he's going to bring this one out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Quarterback making adjustments. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got his man up by himself. He's running free down the middle. And he ran away from the crowd and he'll take it in.
That is how you make a quarterback look good. Throw it short, run it a long way. He gets all the yardage for that play. Start the football game, find a new playmaker, and your playmaker does the rest, takes it to the house, and gets this offense started out on fire.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Punting on first down, but why? And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. This time he's got it. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game right now. It's paying off.
And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Might be calling a hot route. Looking to fire. Quickly. They made the stop. Pick up just a little bit of the time to get to that first down mark.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
And they got the completion, but still looking at a third down. Wide receiver comes in motion. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And I feel like the defense needed that stop. Are already giving up a touchdown, early in this football game. They put another drive together, but great job bowing up, getting that third down stop, and hopefully forcing the field goal.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Wide receiver going in motion. On fourth down. They'll throw for it. Makes the grab for the first down. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
Fourth down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the fourth down conversion.
He wants to throw it again. They quick out. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
The Portsman throw off the BYL. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Launched out of the pocket. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it. He's down in the red zone. And this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They covered half the field with a 50-yard touchdown drive. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Here's the handoff. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. Second and 10, really hard. Third and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help tack on this third down. Now rolling to the left. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down. Fires to the middle. They dropped it, just didn't work it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Quarterback making checks. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Flicks it out of the air. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are
completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Wants to go up top on first down. He's got his man. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Direct snap. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Well, they need 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
Takes a snap, wants to throw. Next down. Catch and run for 6. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in week 10.
They are absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the second quarter yet. And this offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Give to the running back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
On third down, he drops the throw. Oh, he wants it all. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that, take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Offense changing the play. Fine play action. Here's a heat. It falls incomplete and will change into the field to get things started back up. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. He's open. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Out of the gun, the give to the middle. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Red pass, it's complete. And he'll hop it into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raider.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout. It's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Fighting Illini with options here on second and short. Back to pass. Got his man downfield. And he gets the first down. But man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
How about the hit on the tight end there? They knew they had to bring the lumber on the big fella to bring him down, and they just blew him up.
Looking downfield on first down. He's picked off and he's thrown a dozen of them. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking down the quarterback, and going and getting it.
Chopping up his defense, and they got it all the way down to the 23.
We know this guy is in contention right now for the Heisman Trophy. This late in the year, if you're going to bring that home, got to put up big stat games, right? Had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again today. He is turning it on late this season.
Using the quick game. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
As a tight end, if you're going to to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage, and he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush, he didn't hurry, he took his time, found the soft spot, gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to Pater. Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside give. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the first without scoring. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to Ryan. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's at.
And they take it in for 6 more points. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're keeping the front room so bad, you start to put the backups in and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. The other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. The give to the tailback. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, putting in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Gets it out quickly. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. To the air on 1st down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense, try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Illinois now facing 3rd and forever. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got a man. Let's do it. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What did you do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. Making side adjustments here. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged out of the air. Knocked down for the tackle. They'll immediately call timeout.
Hey, if you're the defensive coordinator, you might want to start thinking about spying this QB because of his speed and athleticism. He just showed you how he can hurt you getting out on the perimeter and then throwing. If you've got somebody athletic that can go sideline to sideline, that might be a good move moving forward.
Gonna swing it on second down. It's complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. This will likely be the last play of the half. Wants to throw on first down. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Red Raiders will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Nothing went right in that first half in the first order of business here. Try not to be... Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The play fake on first down to throw. Now he'll fire back into the middle. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Running back searching for a hole.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Finds his tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play there.
Shotgun snap on third down. Working on the left side now. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they got it at the 42.
It's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The Red Raiders with the 1st and 10. He might want another play. Looking downfield on 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes the catch.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field. Make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. Cricket. Quarterback looks for a little space. Sneaks it in.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. Boise State is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Chris Peterson, this has not been a blowout today on the Smurf turf. They're up by 4 over Nevada. We've got our finger on the pulse of everything in the Mountain West and all around college football. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll try the run. And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. Now on the return. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. may change this route. From the gun, looking for a man. Now he's going to break the pocket. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Wide open, he makes the catch. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
They'll move the tight end. To the air on first down. They get to him as he throws. Working that left side. And they add 6 more to go over that trip to the house.
Quarterback's ability to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Fielded in the end zone, it's Pierre. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. The give. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
There he goes. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into the season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's not going to take the touchback. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll give it to the back. Got the first down and still on his feet. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up, and we've talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up. Get a bunch of touchdowns. You know, really finish strong so you can get in that Heisman race and maybe go win that big trophy.
Finds his way for 3 after the 33.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Zings it complete to the right. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one on...
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. They got him to jump. The defense got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a first down. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
It's going our way, baby!
3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Looking to throw on first down. They're working that left side. And they take it in for 6 more points. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out. The offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The Fighting Illini facing a 3rd and long to keep this drive alive. They go to the ground. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. They bring the punter onto the field now. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Looking to throw on first down. On the run, still looking. Hauls it in. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
Green 25.
Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
The Illinois offense returns to the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas. They need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Illinois needs a big play here on 3rd and long.
Get set.
Power football with the run. Got the first down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. They don't get nearly enough on 3rd down. 4th down coming from the 48. Trying to convert. Illinois comes to the line.
Come on, set.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to beat the DT. Big time. Makes the grab. It's a first down. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
He was going to get the first down there. You're the quarterback, you're the coach, you're thinking, all right, fresh set of downs. Offensive coordinator's already looking at his play sheet, getting ready to dial up the next play, but not so fast, David. Defense comes away with a massive takeaway.
Huge takeaway, and think about it. You're trying as hard as you can to get him down, stop him on this 4th down, get the ball back. He gets the first down. It's a little bit demoralizing, but because you're running to the football, you get a hand on it, you get the football out. Now you get, it's like stopping him on 4th down anyways, because you got the ball and you're getting it back to your offense. And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
The give to the back. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down.
Get that first down, fellas.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to scramble. He threw the ball away on 4th down. I guess if you're being charitable, he saved a few yards of field position, but you might want to keep that one alive for a while.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
After this, it'll be a wrap. Wants to go up top on first down. Here's the pressure. And the pass will be incomplete.